Hey everybody, it's the Doctor here with Typical Manga Fan, and today on the Typical Manga Review we're going to be going through One Piece chapter 788, How I Fight. And we open up with a picture of our title picture for today. This week, Brooks playing music for Perona.
Well, that's nice.
Yep. They do fit well together, even though Brooke has no reason to actually like Perona. But,
yeah.
And then in the actual chapter proper itself, opens up with the birdcage contracting more and more. It actually looks almost like a little budding flower at this point, with the point on there around the mountains around Dressrosa. I don't know, something like that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously getting a lot closer to the center.
Yeah, and the gladiator is still trying to stop Doflamingo, but he's like trashing them. And he points out that this is me asking politely, bring me Straw Hat now.
Yeah. And then we go back to the, Gax is running with Luffy, and then, they realize they can't really outrun him forever, and then they see Law, who is healed up.
Well,
somewhat
there. Like I said, his arm's still kind of hanging off his side and bleeding, but he's at least mobile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's like, that he basically tells them to leave Luffy with him, and he'll protect Luffy. And then after that, we go back to the southeast town with Bartolomeo, who's using his barrier to help everyone push back the birdcage.
Yep, that's a pretty clever use, and I like the fact that Robin's shipping in there too, because you can see her gigantesca mano on there.
Didn't we actually predict that he was? I think I did predict that. I predicted that he was going to use his shield thing to help push it back. Yeah, you couldn't break him.
Yeah, I don't know if we predicted it quite this fast, and like with everybody else, kind of giving everyone else like a place where they can push.
Yeah, so but it's pretty awesome. We have even the Tantatas, help out too.
Yep, and we also find out that Mancheri is going around giving people like quick heals. Like, her tears are actually turning into dandelions that, when they reach injured people, heal them temporarily.
Yeah, but only temporarily. That's the limit.
Yeah. Which actually does have some interesting uses if you think about it. Like, say you have like a broken bone, you can use it to make sure it gets set properly.
Yeah.
When it re-breaks again. Which is actually pretty cool. But anyway, like, everyone's getting healed, and this includes the gladiators as well. Like, in a few minutes' time, they'll go back to just being just as injured as they were to begin with. Though, in this case, the key phrase is a few minutes, when they don't even have that otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, they only need like 3 minutes to wait for Luffy to come back. So, I mean, it's good enough, really. And it's a really beautiful scene, because you see her just crying, and all the tears like dandelions flying everywhere. And it's a great scene. It's a great panel.
Yeah, and there's one a little bit later where it's like, where she's flying on the back of the beetle one, Kabu. It's like, she can't use weapons, she can't beat up bad guys, but her tears at least give her a way to help.
Yeah. And then God Usopp comes up with the fisherman guy, and he basically inspires everyone to, like, silence heathens, believe my friends, and do not anger the god any further.
Well, I think that last one is someone else reacting to him.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, you're right.
There's like the little reaction things right next to the speech bubble.
The first two bubbles are him.
Yep. And Rebecca, we find out, has been making her way toward Doflamingo, but Viola has gotten there first.
Yeah. And then, Viola is basically, she takes off what was the whole point of wearing that cloak? And I don't get it.
Well, she was on the run originally, so she was
hide. It made sense, but I mean, originally it was like, she kept wearing it. I'm just like, why? So why would you?
Like I said, nothing really occurred to me about that. I mean, she was wearing it and just hadn't had a reason to take it off.
Well, it was just, I think her turn, her little betrayal thing was originally done so quickly. I'm just like, wait, what? She was enemy, now she's not? Okay. Yeah. And I mean, obviously it was explained that she was a princess, but it was just kind of like, that was weird.
Yep.
Weird sequence. So I always thought the cloak was just kind of weird, because it's just like, I feel like they know where you are with or without the cloak, but whatever. So she takes the cloak off, and she's like, I, who used to be an executive, I don't get a chance to get what's been coming to me, and so she basically is taking responsibility for all the crap. Although, to be honest with you, she was forced to do a lot of shit, too.
But that doesn't mean she didn't do stuff she regretted anyway.
Well, probably. And, Doflamingo goes about ready to fight her, and then we go back to Central District, and everyone's talking about the birdcage, how it's closing in, all the crap, and then everyone's pushing, and then we go back to Northwest Smile Factory, and everyone's just pushing. So basically, they're pushing on all ends.
Yeah, I think they even have a little map on that. Like on one side, we have Frankie and the Tantata with the Smile Factory, Bartolomeo and his berries in one spot, and Zoro and the Samurai somewhere else entirely.
Yeah. So Frankie's pushing the Smile Factory back, and with the Zoro and the swordsman, beyond the factory in front of the cage is what the caption says. And was just pushing. Is he pushing with the swords? Holy shit.
Well, hockey swords, but yeah.
Still. But yeah, and then oh my gosh, this is awesome. Fujitora comes in and he's like, "I'm not. This probably won't help much, but
yeah. I have something to say about this point, but I'll save it for later.
Yeah, he says, "Allow me the honor of assisting you." This is the first time an admiral's actually helped him out.
Yeah, well, there's Aokiji with the ice thing.
I know. But he didn't help the Straw Hats directly.
True.
Like that. And he attacked Nico Robin right after. So. And so anyway, so basically all the Marines are helping out too, and those who can't use hockey, they go to the factory. It's just everyone's got a job to do, and then everyone's just pushing at this really big scene. This is what a double page spread should be used for, by the way.
Yeah.
And then finally, for like a split second, Birdcage stops.
Like they actually
and it goes back, yeah.
But at the very least, it proves to them now that yes, they can do it. They can stop this.
And the point is not to stop it, but rather delay it until Luffy can, get back his power or his strength. And so everyone's trying again to stop, hold it off. And we go back to Gats, who's climbing something. The one, and then I guess he's trying to distract Doflamingo, because at this point Doflamingo thinks Gats has him, but I'm assuming that he's just gonna be a distraction, and Doflamingo's gonna be like, holy shit, where is Luffy?
Right, and Law's got him somewhere else entirely. And
then of course we have Rebecca crying for Viola-san, which that's unfortunate. She might actually die.
Viola, I see her getting injured. I do hope that Rebecca gets a chance to shine here, because this is a point where her fighting style can really come through. Because her whole thing is about evasion, dodging, like using her enemy strength against them. That wouldn't have done her very well with Diamante. But here she's not fighting to win; she's fighting to stall. What she can do is perfect for that.
Yeah. So this is and but of course, do you think Viola is gonna die?
Die? No, not in One Piece. Not outside of flashbacks. I expect serious injury though, and maybe a fake out.
I know, because it just seems like I know One Piece has a thing about not killing anyone, but I mean, this is still a pretty big moment. He could still easily do it.
Well, it depends on what Viola has in mind on here. That could go a couple different ways too. Like I said, for a little while there. I haven't been there recently, like since we started the review here, but I've been following this on the Arlong Park forums, people's reactions, and people are really not liking this chapter. It's like, I think a lot of it is arc fatigue, just because things have been running so long. But I think also there's a feeling that there's like kind of a filler chapter, which it kind of is. It's very much a point A to B type chapter.
Yeah.
But some of the complaints here are, number one, the birdcage. Like, how powerful is this thing when you think about it? Because this is something that Doflamingo's not even paying active attention to, but it's taking all of these guys all over the place to make it stop for even a split second.
True, they do make him seem really overpowered, and I know it's like ultimate technique or whatever.
Well, I don't even think
he's not.
It's not even making Doflamingo look overpowered. It's making the birdcage look overpowered.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the birdcage comes from him, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, he's not doing anything without it making it go faster. He's not even paying active attention to it. He's not.
It seems to be. It's like in Borderlands 2, basically my sentry gun.
Yeah. But and then the other major complaint involves Fujitora. Like, you thought that part was awesome. A lot of people are wondering why he's doing it with Haki and not like with his gravity powers, which I can't help but feel that people are attributing stuff to his gravity powers that he can't actually do. I don't know. Like, I mean, like, there are a few things I forgot about Fujitora's power specifically, like just because my memory with him is sketchy, but his powers are pretty wide area of effect if I'm remembering right. So it's not like he can actually do something like, even if he does have things like horizontal gravity or pushing things around, which horizontal gravity comes up in like the recent anime episode where he's still fighting Sabo. It's like, it's not exactly something that you can use with other people around easily, or at least not with allies around. So I think in this, like, people are getting mad at him for using Haki rather than his gravity, but at the same time, like, what can his gravity really do here in this situation?
Well, I mean, because all he can, sure. If he can't affect the birdcage, he can't bend it, right? Because you can't really affect the birdcage, so gravity wouldn't do much. And then, of course, the meteors might be destroyed before coming into the cage.
They were that happened.
Well, yeah, you're right. So there we go.
So we know that will work, but he can, like using gravity, maybe pull it out of the ground or something like that. But again, I don't know if his gravity powers actually do that sort of thing.
Well, the problem is we haven't really gotten, like, we never actually saw him in a fight. We kind of saw him like beginning a fight and then end after a fight, but it's not occurring.
I think the anime is probably giving it more with Sabo here. I don't remember if he used the horizontal gravity in the manga or not, right off the top of my head.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, trying to see if there are any comments there about Fujitora, but nothing at least to start with. But yeah, like I said, this is kind of I don't want to say it's dragged out or filler, because it is getting us to the point we need to be to, and there's plenty enough going on.
It's dragged out compared to what we usually get for One Piece.
That is fair. That I will give you. That is.
Yeah.
But even then, there's still plenty going on.
Yeah, it's nitpicking. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You can nitpick, and honestly, if Yeah, it's true. They've been doing this little thing for quite a while. But I mean, ultimately, if next chapter, the fact is, this chapter still had a point, which was Birdshit can be stopped.
Right.
You know? They still had a point to make. The other chapter from Bleach, for example, was just like, we already made that point. Yo Bach changed everything, okay? We made that. Stopped it, you know? This one was like, can we stop Birdcage? Can we stop Birdcage? Yes, we can.
Yeah. One last little thing I'll point out here before we wrap it up here. On the have you ever? I've been listening to the One Piece podcast as well with the manga reviews, like to kind of hear their takes on it. And one thing they've been pointing out that I hadn't really noticed myself is like a lot of these chapters, there's side characters like civilians with shirts on, like not just a Kuma shirt from before that I pointed out to you before, but just like little things with like slogans or stuff that are sometimes related. Like for example, go to page 9. The guy that's hauling ass now.
Let me see. Page 9, right?
Yeah.
Hashi. Hush.
And there's like a little mail there. I don't know what it means because I don't know Japanese, but I'm sure it'll probably come up when they do the next.
It might be a joke.
Review. It almost certainly is. Like there's been something going on like that. Like some of them may say number 1 or I forget what some of the ones are right now, but there have been little things like that popping around.
Speaking of people talking about what Oda's doing this chapter, this is what one guy said. Oda is really pushing it with this arc.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna facepalm that because I think that takes balls to say.
The mark of a good, like I said, I think is, remember a book by George Carlin. It says like the mark of a good pun is rolling your eyes while wishing you'd thought of it first.
Yeah, that's what that's exactly what I was thinking of when I said that. Yeah. But yeah, so other than that, so next chapter, I think that they're going to delay the time that Birdcage needs to close everything, kill everyone, so that way Luffy can actually get back up before Birdcage gets closer. So yeah, this is a great team effort. So hopefully Luffy delivers well on his final attack on Doflamingo, and hopefully Doflamingo's face will get smashed,
or at least his glasses.
And we'll see what he looks like. That'll be interesting.
Yeah,
and that's like Bellamy.
That's that thing with Oda, isn't it? Like the character who has sunglasses or glasses of some kind, we never see their eyes. Like at the very least, we've had it with Doflamingo and Brook for sure. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else we had that with.
Okay, that's a kind of a very famous Japanese thing, especially with dumb guys' glasses. Where if you cannot see their eyes, then they're very you can't they're very hard to discern in terms of emotions. It's very scrupulous, so it means that they're evil. You can't scrutinize their facial expression. I mean their emotions, because the eyes block their emotions. So what that does is it causes an error of
Is that why Kuma's eyes are all white?
I don't know why Kuma's eyes are all white, but what it means, usually it means that the guy's bad, and it's really hard to explain. The guy who Tarleton Jaffe, the guy who directed Hellsing Ultimate, he explained pretty well when the voice actor for the Major asked why is the Major's glasses always shining and you can't see his eyes, and he said it's because in Japan.
Go ahead.
Oh, it says in Japan, in kabuki theater, when you block the eyes, it means you can't. They're like unscrupulous. I don't know if that's the term to use, or you can't scrutinize their facial expressions, which means that they're mysterious and you can't tell what they are thinking or feeling underneath that. They're under the surface, and therefore that usually means they're evil.
Yeah, there are a couple of tropes like this on TV tropes. The first one I thought of was called "Four Eyes, Zero Soul." Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean like the opaque glasses, just glasses guys that are evil.
Yeah, I mean it's but opaque is usually the common one. Apparently it's a kabuki type theater type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I hope Luffy. I do hope we get something big.
There it is. Episode. Scary shiny glasses. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, but yeah, as I said, we got the setup done here. Hopefully, we will see some. I want to see action out of Rebecca here. I really do. Like I said, this is a good chance for her to shine, I think.
But wasn't her whole thing about her she's not supposed to at least fight, or she should have not solely her hands.
Precisely, she doesn't have to do that here. She just has to stall him. She doesn't even have to attack. This, like I said, her gladiator style doesn't work well in a real fight. But in a real fight where where you're just trying to buy time, she'd be ideal. And she's got observation hockey out the wazoo.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. But I was thinking to myself, can that even work against Doflamingo?
Don't know. Well, one way to find out.
All right, let's put it there.
Yep, nice. So that's been our review of One Piece chapter 788. I said, do you have any your own? Does anyone else have their own comments on what's going on? Like I said, give us drop a comment in the section below. Otherwise, hopefully give our video a like, give us a subscription if you want to. In the meantime, stay tuned, and we'll have a few more. We'll have a few more reviews here today for you. Go ahead and take us away.
All right. Bye.